Welcome back, Wolfpack. Verlis here. John has got a battle for us, and let's see how this one goes. Malamar, Sylveon, and then we have Arcanine hanging out in the background. Oh, wait a second. I think I know where this might be going. I'm thinking Spinda strategy, but instead you have Sylveon use skill swap into Malamar, and then Sylveon holds on to that skill swap and then gives it to someone else? I'm gonna go with that one. Look at that. So you don't even have to be confined to Spinda. Let's see how it goes. Also, the double Sylveon open. Crazy. And the poison hit coming in from the Gligar. So, Rock Slide returning. My guess is for Flinch Disruption, maybe? Ooh, the opposing Sylveon's going to use a Moonblast. That's going to hurt Malamar. Oh! Dang! Is that a clutch survival from... Wow, no, that was just a raw one hit point survival. Alright, so Malamar gets the return, and now, you know, it's Arcanine coming in, and there's going to be the skill swap. I like it, you know, that's you can do two-turn skill swaps pretty efficiently, because depending on your typing, depending on how tanky the Pokemon is, especially Sylveon Dusclops, I've learned and noticed that they are good vessels for holding on to abilities. Kind of hard to KO. So I mean, right there, that's a good setup, you know. Arcanine got a good switch. Double Intimidate's going to kind of rock face. And now we have the Arcanine set up a turn later, but you still have it to where it does work out. Poison Jab, not quite doing a ton to Sylveon. Gets the poison though. But I mean, we have our contrary Arcanine set up and ready to go. Man, this Spinda strategy is going long and far. People are still holding on to the ideology of it. I love it so much. So Arcanine with that extreme speed, going to hit Gligar, not get a lot done. I was thinking like now's the time, you know, you get those overheats in, you get those close combats. We're going to see where it goes. Oh, there it is. Swapping out, getting the Intimidate, raising Arcanine's attack. And this is, oh, also now Gligar is going to be poisoned by its own, like, item. That's why I love the skill swap. You scarf the swap, and you start bouncing around some hilarious stuff. Ooh, Pixelate Hyper Beam coming in onto the Arcanine though. That's going to be not that crazy of a hit because fire resisting the fairy type, and even then, not an insane amount of damage because Arcanine can be so tanky. Looks like it might even be the higher special defense investment as well because with that double Intimidate, don't have too much to worry about physically. Holds on to the Sylveon, brings out Gourgeist. Okay, I'm also a huge fan of the Pumpkin. What's Pumpkin going to do with all this craziness going on? Pixie Plate. Alright. Poison Jab on the Gourgeist. Not going to do super duper amount of damage. The double, like it's a resist super effective hit. Overheat on the Gligar is going to raise a special attack. Poison's going to finish off Gligar now, so I mean... It's a matter of time before Arcanine becomes unstoppable, and it's getting there fast. That's why I'm hopeful. So, Poison, GG, Gligar faints. Now I want to see what Gourgeist is up to as well. Like I'm happy for all this right now. Up close combat and Tyranitar. That's a KO. Pretty free. Yeah, close combat. Meet Tyranitar. Yep, that's a one-hit KO just like that. Top of the attack boost, now it's in defense and special attack. Arcanine becomes such a monster with Contrary. Oh my goodness, it's so fast on the setup. Alright, Hyper Beam going into Gourgeist. Is that going to be a KO? There's a lot of damage floating around. Ooh, so close. Sylveon avoids it though on the Will-O-Wisp. So I mean, I guess it looks like Gourgeist is just being a Will-O-Wisp supporter. Could be adding a little extra to the table. Sandstorm's taking it out next turn. Arcanine's going to probably just kind of chip in some damage as needed. Opponent Sylveon with that Pixie Plate, kind of making it work with those Hyper Beams. Oh, Charizard. This might slow things down just a bit. Charizard X. Yeah, there's not a lot of damage coming onto that with the overheat, so we're just going to watch how this ends up going. Extreme Speed. You have that +1 attack. Not going to be the hardest hitting move, but it is something. Shadow Sneak. Knowing that Charizard's going to be a hard Pokemon takedown, getting a chip amount of damage in there. Flare Blitz going into the Arcanine as well. With that raised defenses, not very effective, still a solid hit. Recoil plus Sandstorm is going to do a bit of damage and leave Charizard open. But we all know how this one's over though. We already know it, but it's still a good setup. Enjoyable. Gorgeist, I would have liked to see it do a bit more, but it looks like it's just Will-O-Wisp, maybe Leech Seed support. Top of that, it has the Shadow Sneak, getting extra damage. Ooh. Morning Sun will actually heal less right now because of the Sandstorm going on. Sylveon's in a bad position, and Malamar's at 1 hit point. I mean, that just shows Arcanine's durability. So Draining Kiss on Sylveon does a nice little hit on the Charizard. Flare Blitz, I think it's going to KO itself right here. Alright, Cute Charm, Infatuation. I don't know, that's going to be sand damage, and that's going to be the recoil. Oh, so close. Arcanine with that overheat though. It's just gonna get that. Ooh, get a hit on the Sylveon. Not enough to KO, but we already know that it's kind of done. So there's the Hyper Beam, and it's gonna do a decent amount. It's gonna leave Arcanine on the edge though. Like that Sandstorm's getting really close, and the Charizard goes down to its own Flare Blitz right there after the Draining Kiss heal. So it did get a bit clutch, you know. Took a chance, didn't go for that heal, and now it's Sylveon versus Arcanine. After that Hyper Beam though, Arcanine gets the free turn. Leftovers heal. Sandstorm's done its damage. Malamar's out anyway, but Malamar, it's not got a lot up its sleeve. And Arcanine with that overheat. Sylveon avoiding it though, almost getting the win out of that, but there's the superpower. Malamar with the cleanup. I wasn't expecting that. But overall, that's... Ah, man. Fan Fridays. Every week I get some form of impressed. Just like what happens. And people, if they want a strategy, what I've learned about you guys is you fans, you guys are awesome. Because what I've learned is if you want a strategy done, if you want to make something work, you go out and do it. And it brings a tear to my eye. Because that's what I started this channel on. I started this channel on, if you have an idea, if you want a Pokemon to work, if you want to make a strategy work, you figure out every way to do it. That you look at every move option, you look at every Pokemon option. In doubles, there's tons of options. Like, new strategies are being discovered every day. Pachirisu won Worlds, for crying out loud. That if you really commit to it and you really understand the game enough, you can make some hilarious things work. Like, I've seen the Dusclops skill swap carry over. That was last week. Now we have Sylveon doing the same thing. With the contrary from Malamar, I mean... Once we see more tutor moves coming in Oras, once we see more everything coming out from everywhere, like new abilities in the next generation, Pokemon just gets more and more depth as the game grows older, and I love it. And I love that people will want to innovate with it. So I hope you guys enjoy it. We're not even at the end of Fan Fridays, and I'm already inspired. So one more Fan Fridays. Yeah, let's do it.